Hello again, this is Andrew Culkin, and today I wanted to talk about, unfortunately, the death of Mathew Perry, who died just a couple of days ago. This is actually October 31st of 2023. I think he died over the weekend. Depending on when you're watching this may be an old video, but it's new today. The thing is, he wrote a book called Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. And, Matthew obviously struggled with both alcoholism and drug addiction, cocaine, amphetamines in his early days, certainly when he was making friends. But in his book, and it kind of goes along with one of my 5 myths, is that alcoholics walk amongst us, and it doesn't make any difference what color you are, what your sexual orientation, your religion, your political agenda, what race you are, if you're famous, if you're not famous. This disease can take hold of anyone. It's not the disheveled guy, homeless person on the corner. This could be anybody. This could be your next door neighbor. It could be your teacher. It could be the bus driver. It could be someone in your family. It could be you. Alcoholism can affect anybody. And in Mathew Perry's book, and I think it's quite obvious before I get into the book, I think it's pretty obvious that he passed away with, something in his system. I don't think you drowned in your hot tub when it's 3 feet of water and you're sober. He had some substance in his body, obviously fell asleep. I don't think it's a big jump to know that he had had some kind of relapse, either with alcohol or with drugs. But one of the things the takeaway that I found in his book was that he really suffered from just innate loneliness most of his life, and alcohol or drugs were able to, in some way, either metaphorically or in reality, became his friend. It was a way to escape that loneliness. Even being famous still didn't have the ability to take away that loneliness that he felt, for whatever reason. If there was some trauma in his earlier days, or if it just became part of his personality. And I think a lot of people kind of suffer from that. Even in a marriage, some people can be lonely. I certainly understand that. I go over that a little bit in my own book, but I find it very interesting how he accepted the disease. He was able to talk about it so much, as a very famous person. He actually set up a home, a sober living facility in his name while he was, the last couple of years. So it was a big part of his life to try and help other people. In fact, his book, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, was really his discussion on alcoholism and on this disease, which is very similar in the vein of Amanda, A Cautionary Tale, except, Amanda didn't make it. And neither did Mathew Perry, unfortunately. So rest in peace, Mathew Perry. We're sorry we lost you. It's another person that we lost to the addiction, which only makes it, more important to talk about this, bring it to the surface, because it's the only way that we're ever going to solve the problem of mass alcoholism and AUD and addiction. If you have any questions, again, today my coaching program is actually coming out. I'm going to put the link below this. It's called An Alcoholic in the Family.com, but there's an attachment to it. And if you can go through it, and it should be of great interest to families of alcoholics, and certainly alcoholics themselves. It's a way to take action as quick as you can before it's too late, like I did. Thanks again for listening, and we'll talk to you again soon.